I'm not feeling 100% today, but I still feel like we're supposed to be here, that I needed to show up and in this way. And I don't know, it was calling to me because I didn't get up here yesterday. So I feel like I needed to be here this morning. Okay. Alignment. Ooh, I like this card. This card feels like it talks to something inside me. Yay, it's coming through. All right, let's see what it has to say. Sorry. Dee, 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 dee. Okay, here we go. From Stonehenge in England to Newgrange in Ireland, and from the pyramids of Giza in Egypt to Chichen Itza in Mexico. Across the world, you'll find temples, monuments, stone circles built by ancient peoples in precise astronomical alignment with the sun and stars. Alignment card is a wonderful one to receive in a reading. It's a sign that things are really starting to sync for you. If visualization of the flow that's coming into your life after a period of building, it's likely period of building, period. Lord. Oh, okay. We can do this. It's likely you've been working toward this for some time and that you've recently made some decisions that have started to have real impact. Whatever you've been focusing on, the cosmos is aligning in your favor and things are beginning to click into place. Perhaps you decided to focus on what really matters to you, making decisions from what feels congruent rather than what the outside world told you to do. Perhaps you made some significant changes in your physical life to bring it into harmony with how you've changed on the inside. Your ideas, dreams, and visions are coming together. Your time has come. Congruence and alignment are here. Make the most of this moment. Celebrate and claim your space. Precision and attention to detail have manifested into the physical. It's time to take a step back, see what you've created, and appreciate the transformation that's occurred. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Let the harvest be here. Ancient Stones activation. I embrace all that I've created. I welcome flow, success, and ease. Amen. I embrace all that I've created. I welcome flow and success and ease. Mm-mm-mm. That is from Rebecca Campbell's Ancient Stones Oracle. And then here again is the card. Now it's not coming through. There it is. Alignment. Love it. So pretty. Okay. Yay. So less than 2 weeks now to do all of those. And so that is just one card from the reading. We're not going to read from the book from any more of the cards, but we are going to pull some more cards and then we're going to see where this takes us. So that's going to go front and center there, I believe. Because how could it not I mean, that's like screaming, put me front and center, right? Line it up, line it up, line it up. Tuya nasiya no tu. Ikia no tuya na kaya nasiya no tuya no oyana. So today is the day, today is August 1st in my world. Right now it's August 2nd or 3rd for you. Third probably. Um, but we're still at the beginning of August, right? We're be at the beginning of this harvest month. Today is officially like Lammas or Lanasa. Did I say that right? And then it's about the first harvest, about bringing in like reaping what you sow kind of thing, but also though to make space for um, but what the energy that's been coming through for me lately is about like to grow more, you need to also weed your garden and make more space for more, that kind of thing. And it also, but it feels like it's going deeper, even deeper, like emotionally and physically today. So I don't know, it'll be interesting to see what cards come up if that has anything to do with the reading today. If the harvest, the because we're also doing that Money Bowl Manifestation Challenge in the private Facebook group. Um, it is for women only, and it's a lot of local stuff, but you could still join if you'd like to. All right, Mother of Pentacles. Oh, we had her before. And the I think that was she that may have been in the live reading or not. I don't know. Um, are we doing more from here? From here. Okay. But I still feel like I'm supposed to get rid of more stuff. Like simplify. Like that's been a theme for a while now, probably like a year. They've been talking about this like slow your roll. Like not that I was spending a lot, but still just I like things. Like but not necessarily even again, not the actual spending, but like I don't know, treasures from nature and stuff. Like I have stuff everywhere. Um, but that's okay too. All right. Yanasiano too. Okay, let's just take a deep breath in here for a second. Connect with Mother Earth, ground down with her. Releasing with the breath anything that is keeping us from truly connecting with her and spirit. Again, breathing in, connecting with Mother Earth. Now with Father Son, breathing into, and we're asking for connection with our inhale, asking to pull in, if oyana kayana siano tuiana kayana siano tuiano oyana, please bring us cleansing, clearing, aligning, and clarity that comes with those things. And then with your exhale, with the intention of just again releasing anything that is keeping you from that pure alignment, breathing out, in, out. Okay, so this time we're breathing into our heart space, but they're showing a rainbow aura here. So this is what we're going to do with the intention that we usually do about breathing in Mother Earth, asking for all of that beautiful unconditional love and being held and feeling that sense of safety and love and support from her. Breathing down that Father Son clarity and purpose and drive from Father Son, asking them to please come together in this beautiful, unified, balanced energy of the divine feminine and divine masculine. But asking too, they're showing this rainbow aura. I don't know how we would do this, but we're just going to put it out there. So we're going to ask Spirit, we're going to ask our archangels. Let's just go ahead and call in too. Sorry, I'm Okay, calling in all of our angels and our guides, calling in Jesus, Mary, Mary Magdalene, Freya, all of our goddesses that we've worked with over the last year. Oya nakaya nasiano tuia nakaya nasiano tuia nakaya nasiano tuiano oyana. Calling in our archangels, Michael, Metatron, Uriel, Azrael, Gabriel, Raphael, Shemuel, and Ezekiel. Please help to keep the space a sacred space. Please cleanse and clear this whole space, our energetic field, our whole being, inside and out, in our whole space that we are in, physical space, energetic space that we are in, through all lifetimes, through all layers, through all everything, dimensions. Please purify and cleanse the space to keep the space in ourselves sacred. And to also then that would also then help to boost our connection to all that is. And so then we're asking just all that is holy, all of that is the highest, the high of love and light, and only that of the highest, the high of love and light. We set our boundaries at that, the highest, the high of love and light. Nothing lower than may enter this space, and our the realm of the realm within. Oya nakaya nasiano tu, iya nakaya nasiano tu. So we're gonna breathe in, breathe all of that in, and I want you to picture in your mind's eye as you exhale, as you're breathing in and as you're breathing out, that we're creating this beautiful rainbow aura all around us, this beautiful rainbow aura. So just breathing that in and out and in and out, okay? Let's go. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathing in, out. Building that rainbow. There's your red. Let's breathe in orange. Out. Did not know we were going to do this. This is so fun. Breathe in yellow. Now breathe out to put it in line with the red and orange and then yellow. Okay. And then pushing all of that out to spread it out to make room for the other colors, right? Breathe in green. Feel it filling you up. Breathe out. Pushing that out a little further, making room for the blue and purple, pink as well. Okay, breathing in blue, feeling it fill you up, and out. Seeing, sensing, knowing the red, orange, yellow, green, and blue now in your aura. Push it out a little bit further, and then we're going to breathe in that purple or violet, however you like to see it. Breathe it in. See, sense, feel, and know this purple filling you all the way up, all the way up, and breathe out. Expanding that field, expanding, expanding, expanding your rainbow aura, giving more space for another color, another layer, expanding it out, pushing 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 out. Oh, yeah, nakaya, nasiano tuyano oyana. So we're going to breathe in pink now. Breathe in. Feel it filling you up. Breathe it out. Take 1 second here to feel, see, sense, know your whole rainbow, seeing the red, seeing, feeling, sensing, knowing the orange and the yellow, the green, the blue, the purple, and the pink. Feeling this all around you, above, below, wrapped all the way around you, like you're wrapped in Spirit's love, Spirit's hug. But we're not done yet. We're going to do white. But this time we're going to do white, and whenever we breathe it all in, the purest white you can imagine, but also just think of fluffy clouds, because we're going to surround this rainbow in this pure white light to protect the rainbow and to add a layer of protection to our aura all the way around the outside. We're going to like surround her in cloud, this beautiful white, pure white, like cloud white light all the way around the rainbow to protect our aura, to protect our energy, just to protect us through the day, through this time period. Okay? So breathing in the purest, whitest light, feeling, seeing, sensing, knowing, however it's easiest for you, breathing that in. and out. Feeling, seeing, sensing, knowing that white going all the way around your rainbow. Feeling, seeing, sensing, knowing our archangels are surrounding us, asking for their assistance to fortify that white light. And then they're asking their assistance to fortify the red layer. Asking their assistance in to fortify the orange layer. Asking their assistance in to fortify the yellow layer. Asking their assistance in to fortify the green layer. Asking their assistance in to fortify the blue layer. Asking their assistance in to fortify the purple layer. Asking their assistance in to fortify that inner white layer and the outer white layer one more time, and blend, binding all the layers, binding all the layers and fortifying all the layers together as one. Breathing in. One more breath in. We are going to fill our heart space one more time with that pink layer, with that pink light, that pink energy, and the connecting it to the energy of the rose quartz and the color of the rose quartz, that pink of the rose quartz. We are asking for, we're calling in and asking assistance from all of the archangels, but then also from Mary and Mary Magdalene and the energy of the rose quartz to fill our heart space with this energy, with their love, with their kindness and pureness. Breathing in. See, sense, know, feel that your heart space is filling up with this energy. Again, feel your heart space expanding with the energy. Again, feel the expansion. So now we ask for, we're calling in all of those mentioned before, including all of the goddesses that we've worked with over the past year, to please help fortify that energy. Breathing in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew, did not expect that. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you so much. I feel like we're done with pulling the cards too. So we just have the two, Mother of Pentacles and the alignment card. This feels like very much like a mothering time period. Mothering with that unconditional love. This is so a mother nurtures her child and helps her child grow. And this can be, it doesn't have to be a physical, like you gave birth to a child or you adopted a child, that kind of a child. Yana to yana oyana, but it can also be like any picture if you don't have like human children, it could be anything. It could be your project, it could be your book, it could be a painting, it could be all these things you can picture and feel in your heart right now to sense what we're speaking of. So a mother nurtures her child. Ayana kayana siano tuyana oyana holds her dearly. Oyana tiano oyana looks at her and feels instantly this unconditional love. Oyana kiano tuyana kayana and then nurtures her in her growth. Ayana siano tu fills her up with her own light, fills her up with her own love. And helps her, which helps her to grow, which helps her to find her own light and to help herself even to grow into, it's like to grow into this beautiful masterpiece of her own. Um, but it all begins with the mothering. And if you don't have this beautiful picturesque mothering in image that you can pull from your own childhood, you don't have to. Just picture how you feel like it should have gone, could have gone. You wish it would have gone. Picture that. Picture the pureness of a mother's love. Picture the pureness of Mother Earth's love. Picture the pureness of Mother Mary's love. Picture the pureness of Mary Magdalene's love. Picture the pureness of the goddess's love. Picture the pureness of the love of spirit, the great spirit of all that is. Iano tui anakai anasiano oyan of source light energy flowing through your veins. Picture that, that pure love, that pure light. Picture that. And picture then it filling you up to where then you are this mother. You are this mother filled with all of that energy combined, and then pouring into you, and then having that in your hands, then to create something new. And loving on this, whatever this is for you, your work of art, your new beginning, your passions, your fruits of labor, your everything. And it could be something that you've been working on for years. It could be something that you have just had the seed of thought or the idea on. And then allowing that to this love, this unconditional, unwavering love to pour into that. Not not looking at your work and needing to put food on the table in a way of like this, I have to get it done. I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this. And I'm going to force shape this into something that's going to make it work. We're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to do that anymore. We are going to love and nurture what we are creating. We are going to look at what we're creating with unconditional love and support her as she grows, whether she's a book, a movie, whether she's a painting, a drawing, whether she's a new business, whatever she is to you, even your children. We're not going to force shape them into something that they're not. They need to find their own way as well. The hobbies and the things that they're interested in, they need to choose those things. We can't force what we love onto them. No more are we going to do that. If you've been like, no, you need to do dance. No, you need to do baseball. No, you need to do brass instruments. No, you need to do this or that. We're not doing that anymore. If they've tried it, they tried it for a season and they're not into it, then let them be done. Let them find their own way. Let them choose something new for them, for themselves. They're growing into their own human beings, they have their own divine light. We can't force ours onto them. And the same way with our businesses and what we're creating, we start out We start out by putting our divine light and our unconditional love into the beginning of this. But as she is taking shape, as she is coming into form, she starts having this light of her own, this divine thread connected to all this that is of her own. So then we are there just to help feel into that. What do you need today from me? How can I support and nurture you today? How can we help you grow? How can we help your light shine brighter? Yes, you're still connected. Yes, this is still your child, your baby, your project, your business. And yet she has her own light now. You gave her that. So we're going to nurture that and see how we can help that to grow and expand. We're going to feel into that energy of who she is now, who she's becoming. And we're going to grow together with her, which giving her space like that, that means we also have a little bit more space too to come back home to ourselves and give ourselves that unconditional love, that unbiased, that not based on any conditioning, but just this pure love and light. We're going to start pouring all of that into ourselves as well. Really loving and nurturing on ourselves, our heart, our hopes, our healing. We're going to really start paying attention to ourselves, just as we would a child, just as we would a project or business, whatever it is, even our fur babies. Just imagine, like, even you can even picture, like, um, as like your business and everything, like as cats. You're not going to force them to do anything, right? You are there to serve. And then coming back to yourself, you need to observe yourself too, and like really observe yourself. Really pay attention. Just as you would your fur babies or babies. And or your painting or your project. We really go over all of everything that we nurture with a fine-tooth comb. Where do you need me today? What do I need to do for you today? But then when it's for ourselves, we just kind of skim over. Oh, here's some water. You need water for hydration. You can't live without water, so here's some water. Here's some food. Maybe here's a lotion because something's cracking. But otherwise, you may skim over her way too often. But we need to start really honing into her, feeling into her, honoring her for the goddess that she is. So, coming into alignment means coming into this mothering, unconditional love phase for our business, our projects, for our hobbies, fully looking into them as if they already, like you birthed the idea, you birthed the project, you birthed the business, you birthed your child, you birthed your fur baby, you birthed whatever it is. You birthed them with your pureness of light and love. You helped create them. But now we're going to tune in to them as if they are this separate entity. What do you need from me today? Instead of trying to force this formation, we are going to listen, we are going to tune in. What do you need from me today? And then same with your heart space, same with from within. What do you need today, Goddess? What will make you feel amazing today? Tune into her. Take care of her. We're entering this new phase. We're stepping into this new timeline that is not to be rushed, that is not to be forced, but is to be tuned into, to be nurtured, to be loved unconditionally. Your business, your project, your child, your fur babies, nobody is perfect. They're going to have their ups and their downs, good days and bad days. They may have, your fur babies may have accidents. Your regular babies may be causing accidents. Your business may have a down month or week. But through each and every one of these moments, we're going to trust that it's okay. It's okay. We all have our ups and downs. We all go through, we all have accidents. We're just learning to work through them, to still love unconditionally through them, and how to put the pieces together and pick them back up afterwards and help them learn to still love themselves unconditionally, even through all of that, and not to start building a wall of what's wrong with me. We're changing. We're changing this timeline. We're changing the narrative. We're changing all of it. We are shifting. We are shifting and moving forward how we think and feel about ourselves and others. With each interaction, we are shifting. It is completely up to us. We have the power to shift and to change that narrative for ourselves and those that come after with each interaction. Thinking about that, pardon, I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. There we go. Okay, so hopefully that will be okay. Thinking about that, the next time your little one or teenager or whomever, or your spouse, your partner, your roommate, your friend The next time they have an accident, they do something that irritates you, that bothers you. I apologize that my camera's doing that. Think about how you have in that moment, you have the power to change the future narrative one or two ways. We can continue a cycle of self-doubt, self like irritants and hatred and dislike and distrust within ourselves. We can continue that to the next, all through this timeline and the next. We have the power to continue that by getting so upset and passing that anger on over something that was unintentional or even intentional in a way, but unintentional because it was out of anger or hurt or something like that. We really need to examine our feelings, examine the facts, all within we need to start being able to, because we do have the capacity, we do have the ability to take a step, to take a beat, to breathe in before we react. Don't speak until you breathe. And remember, I have the power to change the narrative. In this situation, in situations going forward, I have the power to change the narrative. How am I going to react in this moment? Am I going to react out of love or anger? Am I going to continue, allow them to take on my anger and my disappointment and my mistrust and turn it into their own? And that energy can go into your business too, into your projects. You are flowing in this because this is not about just your kid who knocked over the vase, just your spouse who forgot to wake you up, or whatever it is. It's not just about these things. It's also about your reaction to yourself and how whenever you do these things, but it's also about the energy that flows from you through to these people and also to your businesses and projects. If you do something with your painting, or if you do something in your book, or you do something in your business that screws things up for a moment, and remember, it's just for a moment. It's not forever, ever, amen. You can fix things. You are pouring that energy into that. Your energy is then, if you decide, if you don't take that breath, if you don't take that beat and say, no, I'm going to change the narrative and I'm going to look at this in this unconditional love of like it just as if this was my newborn baby, and say, you know what? It's okay. We're good. I still love you unconditionally. If I do pour that into my business instead of, oh, why are we not doing this? Why is it not working? Why are we not moving forward? Why? You're pouring that judgment into your business, that energy of disappointment, of anger, of frustration, of lack. You're pouring that energy of lack into your business when we react in that way. And is lack what you're wanting to get back out of it? Hell no. We want abundance. So we want to pour that abundance of love and forgiveness and hope back into it. If your idea doesn't work out with your business, do not react towards that business, towards that project, towards that idea with anger and hate and frustration and lack. Instead, go, you know what? We tried. That one didn't work out, but amen. What did I learn from that though? Because there was something I was meant to learn from that. So let's learn that key point and maybe sew that into a new idea. Use that to build upon something new. Maybe that's what this was all about. And continue the cycle of sowing an abundance of love, forgiveness, unconditional love and forgiveness for what you're building, for what it's becoming, how your heart and soul is in that. See that and honor that. Same with everything else. Same with whenever your partner messes up, and instead of reacting in this way of pouring your pouring your doubt and your mistrust and your hate, not hatred, but you know what I mean, anger into your reaction, like, oh, I can't believe you, blah 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 blah. I'm guilty. But instead of doing that, take a beat, take a breath before you react. And what do you want to be sown here? What seed do you want to be sown here? Do you want them to feel that energy of anger and hurt and pain and lack and mistrust and all the things? And do you want them to their soul to feed on that and turn that into something they feel within themselves about themselves? And if you think about that in that way, whether it's your child, your pet, your partner, your friend, your family, if you think about that before you speak, if you think about that, all of that scenario, and then just be like, I don't want that. Remind yourself of that. And remind yourself, stop, take a beat, take a breath before you say, speak anything. Just take a beat and take a breath. And let's change that narrative. Let's change that narrative, because if we want to grow an abundance of love and energy, of goodness, and in which if we keep feeding that, then it's also going to grow that abundance in all things, parts of our lives, in our health and our wealth and everything. If we continue to stop and think before we feed, are we going to feed abundance, or are we going to feed the lack? If we feed the lack, then we're going to grow lack. If we feed the abundance, then we'll grow abundance in all areas. In all areas. So what are we going to, so stop, think, breathe, then speak to decide, like, how can I grow the abundance in this situation instead of the lack of love, lack of trust, lack of good feelings, and lack of belief and all the things, or an abundance of love. How can I grow that in self and relationships and health and wealth and all the things and happiness? How can we do these things? And this isn't going to be about coddling people and relationships and letting them get away with everything. That's not it, because then that's not showing yourself an abundance of love, self-love, and all that, right? We're still holding up boundaries. We're still holding up boundaries. Oyana kaya na siya no tuyana oyana, siya no tuyana oyana, kiya na siya no tuyana oyana. It's important to distinguish between the two. We're not letting everybody get away with everything, because they're saying that's where your human brain's going. They see you. You're like, oh, wow, here's another, like, all love and light. We're going to let everybody just walk all over us. No, that's not what this is about. This is about changing the narrative, taking our power back, and allowing others to hold on to their power too. Because if we keep lording over everything, like, you're not good enough, which is pretty much what you're saying, then you're sucking their power away. Each and every one of them, your business, your kids, pets, your partners, all of them. The more you go around poo-pooing on everything, sucking their power away, you're 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 just continuing this narrative of lack of all that is and sucking out the power from everyone, which is exactly what the adverse energy wants. They want us all to live in this lack of self-worth and self empowerment and all the things. And you're just feeding into that. And the more you distrust and suck away all their power, the more you feel like, "Ugh," because it's all inside of you as well. We have to change the narrative. So, how do we do that? How do we do that and hold on to our boundaries of not letting others walk all over us? It's an individual situation and situational and personal per each thing. That's where you have to feel into your heart space first. That's why you need to take that beat. That's why you need to take that breath. That's why you need to think before you speak. Because if you didn't, A, you could either act out of the lack and just be like, you suck. Um, or or B, it's okay. Don't worry about it. So neither one is ideal, right? Either we're taking their power or giving away ours. So we have to find that middle ground of thinking about, I mean, like you're not giving yourself enough credit by not thinking things through before you speak because you think because it's like you don't give yourself enough credit to be able to figure out the solution on a moment's notice. So just take, and even if you feel like if you're overwhelmed, just everybody can walk away from what's happening for just a second. If you need even more than a beat, be like, okay, we need to take a beat. I'll be right back. And then come back. Like if it's spilled milk or whatever it is. And you don't want to like yell at them or say the wrong thing, but at the same time your brain is frozen, so you can't think of a good way of how can I love them through this situation. And then so you take a moment. It's not going to ruin the floor. Hopefully it's not on carpet because that never comes out. The it's not going to ruin the floor if it sits there just for 2 seconds while you just take a moment and then think about like how like love them through this. How can I love them through this? And that's for you. If you do something like this, that's for them. If somebody you love has just done this, or even a stranger has just done this, or if it's through your business, about your business, how can I love them through this? And it sounds crazy and complicated for just spilled milk, but it really makes a difference if we can figure this out. And you can have like, it's okay, Johnny. Accidents happen, but let's clean it up. And how do you think, how did this happen? Oh, well, I put my cup on the edge of the table and then I was dancing on the table. Okay, well, how about next time? Next time you're gonna dance on the table, let's move the cup. I don't know. Um, or let's not, because, whatever. So just think about like, how can I love them through this moment to where it's like, and then, and be like, do you think that's a good idea? Or maybe or like, how can we figure out the situation where it doesn't happen again? Maybe put the ball in their court. Like, what can we do next time? And it sounds all weird and it sounds all weird and like professional or like therapeutic or something, but so you can find your own wording, but this is just an example of, so Johnny, how can we just, what do you think we should do next time so it doesn't happen again? And also having them clean it up or helping if they're super young, helping them clean, showing them, you guys can clean it up together and talk about it together about how to not, for it not to happen again. And this productive way that loves them through it and helps them feel empowered through it. And then they could be like, you know what? I guess I could have moved the cup. All right, that sounds like an amazing idea. Awesome. High five. And then they walk away feeling filled up instead of spilled out. It's just, and then thinking about that scenario with ourselves, strangers, partners, pets, everything, especially ourselves, instead of just really letting each other have it with every little mistake. How can I love myself through this? How can I love them through this? How can I love my business through this slump? How can I love this painting through this part where it's like I just screwed that up. Walk away, then come back all fresh and new. Okay, I'm sorry, painting. Because you're gonna forget and you're gonna lose it every now and then. So all you have to do, and this isn't a green go pass on just go ahead and lose it and then come back and apologize. It doesn't work like that either. You can only use so many band-aids. This is this is just for the break the glass of in case of emergency things. Come back, apologize. I'm sorry. Sorry, painting. That I lost my temper with you. I still love you. Let's figure out how to fix this. And then pour that love into. And that can, again, can be repeated with other things and people and everything. But just remembering to carry each other through these situations with love, not with the anger and hate, not with lack, but with abundance of love. So that way it can then multiply into the abundance of other things in our lives. If we want more abundance in our lives with wealth and health and all the things, we have to pour abundance in all parts of our lives. We have to fill up each other and ourselves with abundance in all parts of our lives. If you feel like you have this lack inside of you of this or that, money or health or whatever, well, where are you pouring lack into other parts of your life, including yourself? We have to take responsibility. We have to take responsibility here. Where am I? Where am I the problem? Where am I not pouring love into this situation? Where am I pouring lack instead? And how can I change the narrative there next time? Really start putting the spotlight on these areas in your life. And once, instead of always pointing your finger, if they would only do this, if they would only do that, if my business would only do this, if this would only do this, if this was only this way, then things could change. Putting the spotlight back on ourselves. Where can I do better about pouring abundance instead of lack into this situation? How can I improve this to change the narrative, to turn this, if we can look at, and this is like overusing the timeline, all that stuff, but still, if you look at all these different little situations, like the possibility that this could be the missing key to change everything into the abundance timeline instead of the lack timeline. If we can look at every single thing as this is the key that's going to unlock that abundance timeline and just see how that can build upon our lives in general. the abundance in our lives in general of happiness, of joy, of peace, because it's we're so over carrying this lack and carrying the hurt and carrying the pain and the shame and the blame and all the things. We're so over that, right? In all parts of our lives. So first evaluate yourself before you evaluate anybody else. And then you can start, once you start like really you start changing, other things are going to start changing as well. And then the things that don't ever, they're not in your true alignment with this new alignment. They're either A, going to start falling away, or B, they're going to start feeling really uncomfortable, really like itchy, like a tag left in the shirt. And you're going to start like something's off there. And if it's something like with somebody that's in your life permanently, or for now, if it's like or you want them in your life permanently, then you can address it in a love. How can I address this in a loving way? How can I approach this in a loving way and say, when you do this, or can we try it this? Can we try this? Or however, just really feel into your heart space on how you're going to need to approach this because each and every one is different. Each and every scenario, each and every um, person and aspect is different. So we're going to have to like really truly listen to a heart space before we can approach those things. This is the time and space where we really truly start tuning into our heart space. What does she need? What do they need? What needs to happen here in this moment for my highest good and the highest good of them and all? Oyana kayana siana tuyana oyana. Now we're at the Three of Pentacles. I remember I think there's I don't know how to change the thing. But remember those as a kid and you go and it had it have like on those round drums, the little drums on the thing, and you go that and they have the little strings and the balls and it go I love those so much. Um but it feels like the more we can do this, the more we can be like pull that mother. It's like I mean, it feels like it sounds grandiose, but that mother God energy, the more we could tune into that goddess. So if you want to use the goddess term in this, but it feels like a mother God, mother goddess, mother earth, the mother. The more we can tune into the mother energy and really start going into all the different situations with that, the more joy we're going to be able to call in and be in this pure joy. And it feels like that in itself is going to be this protection that we need, that we need from these adverse energies. The more we can do this, the more we grow into this next stage, the more we grow into her, the one that is like so out of the stage of this adolescent teen, grouchy teen that would be that everything gets on her nerves and like more being like all how looking at how everybody is doing things wrong. And if everybody else could just change, and if everything, including the whatever it is that's driving or not driving your business and all the things, just everything getting like needing to be fixed. If we could just come coming out of that, growing up out of that adolescent teen, cranky teen stage, into this mother, like the mother of all mothers, unconditional love, love and nurturing all aspects of our being and our lives and everything in and those around us in this mature way, really connecting and feeling into what is needed here, then that will then again tap into that abundance, pulling that up, turning into joy. And that joy and love, all of that, your energy, your vibration, your everything is going to be growing, 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 and fortifying itself. Your energy will fortify itself and help to defend against these adverse energies that are coming for all of us and that are here. All of that, because all of this love, this nurturing, unconditional love of wanting to help yourself and all those around you to grow in love and light instead of being like criticizing those around you, even in your thoughts. Watch for your thoughts. The more we can do that, the more we can want the best for all of us, and allowing them to do it in their own way, the more that grows and the more it fortifies your energy to help protect you from the adverse energies. We are growing into these beings that are stronger than we've ever been, happier, more at peace, more filled with love than ever before. We're going to get through this time, and we're going to come through stronger for it, because it's helping us learn how to react, how we want to react, how we want our world and lives to look like, who we want to be. It's all teaching us who we want to be. We can't fix everything, but we can start looking within and seeing where our attention can lie in this moment now. How can I do better? How can I do better and be better in this moment? How can I perpetrate love and change that narrative? How can I love them through this? How can I love me through this? How can I love it through this? Trust and love and joy, they're all things that are built upon the other. And we are the ones, we are the carpenters. We are the narrators. We are the writers of this story. We have the power in the pen to write the ending. Amen. Thank you so much. I needed this. I hope this was helpful to you too. Much love.